What's up everyone, my name is Sandrew and I have to tell you how I just achieved one of my biggest Pokemon collecting goals ever. That's right, it took me almost 30 years, but I finally caught them all. Every mainline English released Pokemon game, from Red and Blue on the Game Boy, all the way to the newest release of Pokemon Legends ZA on the Nintendo Switch. 9 generations of games, spread out over 4 decades. And yeah, I've played every single game, but this is the first time I've actually had each of them in my collection at the same time. I couldn't be more excited because I love playing these games, and I have save files in each one, with many of them being well over 100 hours. And there are so many great memories associated with each of these games. I can't wait to talk a little bit about each one in this video. When it comes to Pokemon, I collect everything. Funko Pops, trading cards, whatever this is, but honestly my favorite thing to collect has to be the games themselves. It all began for me with Pokemon Red on the Game Boy. Now, when I play Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow today, I play them on my 3DS, with Pokemon Yellow being my main save file. And yes, I did the Mew glitch, and I used Mew on my team. While I've played these games countless times, I still get the itch to play them every now and then to relive the nostalgia that comes from seeing these original Pokemon sprites from so many years ago. Like Generation 1, I enjoy playing Gold, Silver, and Crystal on my 3DS. I played Gold as a kid because I remember seeing Ho-Oh in the anime, and I wanted to catch one for myself. There was so much mystery behind this Pokemon, and I wanted to uncover its secrets. Currently, Pokemon Crystal is my main save file, where I'm training up Typhlosion, Feraligatr, Umbreon, Lugia, Heracross, and Celebi so I can take on Red on Mount Silver. It's no surprise by now that Generation 3 is my favorite generation of Pokemon. I put hundreds of hours into Sapphire as a kid and even managed to get a copy of Pokemon Ruby as well, even though my best friend at the time already had Ruby and helped me complete my Hoenn-Dex. I just recently picked up the last Generation 3 game I needed for the collection, Pokemon Emerald. I'm planning on making a living dex in my Emerald copy, as well as challenging every area of the Battle Frontier. I've also put a lot of time into my copy of Fire Red, and I have a pretty unique video you should check out about how I transferred Shadow Pokemon from Pokemon Coliseum into my Fire Red save file to take on the Elite Four. Generation 4 is another place I've spent a lot of time. My first Gen 4 game was Pokemon Platinum, and I've put a lot of hours into it. I've also played through Diamond and Pearl to get version exclusives in order to complete my Sinnoh Pokedex. I really love how much there is to do in this game after defeating the Elite Four. I've been working on building my secret base underground, decorating my house in the resort area, and I'm working towards all 5 of my trainer stars. I've also put a ton of hours into Pokemon Heart Gold. I completed the National Dex, something I'm very proud of, earned 4 out of the 5 trainer stars, and I've won all the competitions in the Pokeathlon, even though I kinda cheated and used mostly legendaries. I love coming back to this remake. Also, who doesn't get goosebumps during this moment? When it came to Generation 5, I started with Pokemon White and then White 2. I played to the postgame in both of these, but then sadly put them away for a while. It wasn't until a few years back that I pulled them back out and realized how much postgame content is here that I missed out on, especially in White 2. I bought Black and Black 2 to play through as well and help me complete my Pokedex so I could get Shiny Haxorus from the Nature Preserve. It's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Stay tuned for a video about my time in Pokemon White 2 because there's so much I have to unpack in that save file. The first Generation 6 game I played, no shocker, was Alpha Sapphire, and it didn't disappoint. Being able to replay through my favorite childhood game with upgraded graphics and mechanics was incredible. I've put a ton of hours into Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and I'm currently working on a shiny only playthrough of Alpha Sapphire. I enjoyed Oraz so much that eventually I picked up a copy of the original Gen 6 game, Pokemon X, and I truly enjoyed it. I still do a ton of shiny hunting in this game, and I just wish there was more post-game content. But make sure to check out some of my YouTube shorts or my Instagram to see all the shiny Pokemon I've caught in this generation. I'll admit, I was a little hesitant at first to play Generation 7, but I finally picked up a copy of Pokemon Sun and of course had a great time. I love the Alola region, and there are some fantastic Pokemon that come from this generation. Now I've played through all 4 of the Generation 7 games, and I do a ton of shiny hunting, especially in the Ultra games. I've shiny hunted every Ultra Beast, and I'm working on shiny hunting every Legendary in the Wormholes, so keep an eye out for updates. Generation 8 quickly became one of my favorites. I had a lot of fun replaying through the Kanto region in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and I'm currently working on a shiny only playthrough in Let's Go Eevee. Pokemon Sword and Shield quickly became some of my favorite games of all time. Pokemon Shield is where I'm shiny hunting every Legendary in the Dynamax lair, and be sure to check out my full-length video over my Pokemon Sword experience. I have played both Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and while I don't have a lot of hours in these games, I do enjoy revisiting them on occasion. But I was extremely excited to have the opportunity to shiny hunt some mythical Pokemon like Arceus in these games. And speaking of Arceus, Legends Arceus was a top tier Pokemon experience for me. I really enjoyed the mechanics and the graphics, and I'm working on a complete shiny living dex. When it comes to Generation 9, I jumped on Pokemon Violet the day it came out, and truly enjoyed my experience. I of course still do a ton of shiny hunting in Violet and Scarlet, and I'm working on shiny hunting every starter Pokemon along with their evolutions. And for the latest release in the Pokemon series, Legend ZA, I'm still currently playing through it and taking my time. I'm having a great time exploring Lumiose City. The battle mechanics are a ton of fun, and it's just incredible to see Pokemon actually battling each other in real time. Now what will I do that I have every Pokemon game? Make lots of content. So make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be exploring some of these incredible save files and trying to complete Pokedexes and a lot of other challenges. Thank you all for watching and letting me share my collection with you. I can't wait to make a lot of great content for you all with all of these incredible games. Until next time, I wish you the best of luck in your Pokemon collecting journey.